Hi guys,
My name is Simran,
and I'm Serena.
and welcome back to our third live session. We're so happy that you all are here. And if it's your first time meeting us, to give some background on who we are, Serena and I are 15 years old, and we live in Bergen County, New Jersey. And most importantly, we're the letter writing social hosts for Love for Our Elders.
Okay, so now we're gonna add in one of our guests who's going to be joining us today. How do we add her? Okay. Okay, so we're going live with Memory Matt.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Hi. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me on today. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, we're really excited that you're here. So thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah. So we just wanted to start off by introducing ourselves.
Um, so basically, if you're wondering how Serena and I got involved with Love for the Elderly, it started off at like around 2 years ago when we got involved with the elderly in general, and we worked at a senior facility near our house, and we volunteered there, and we saw a bunch of the elderly, and they were very lonely, and then we helped them, and that's when we got involved. So then, just like a few months back, we started um, uh, giving cards to the elderly, and we started collecting them around our town. So that's how we got involved with Love for the Elderly, and then we joined their organization, and now we're here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
So we like, we really like being part of this organization because it's really affordable, and it's a good thing to do to give back to the community and to a huge part of our community that's often forgotten and just not like cared for enough. So that's why we really believe that we should help the elders specifically. Um, so we wanted to start off by talking about how we got involved with Love for the Elderly and how we became ambassadors and how we like started and how we started this position. So first we decided to start like collecting cards at our schools and neighborhood, and we collected almost 600 cards. So that was really fascinating to us, and we were really like astonished because that's like a huge amount of cards to collect. And then we sent these cards over to Jacob over in Ohio. If you guys don't know, Jacob is the founder of Love for Our Elders. They've changed their name. So we got involved with Jacob that way, and then he contacted us and asked us if we wanted to join his team and become the letter writing social host. So that's what we are today. So next, we wanted to introduce our guest, Ava. She has a nonprofit. It's called Memory Mat, and they help to support senior citizens with memory loss. And she started this nonprofit in high school and is now a junior in Yale, and she's majoring in economics and biology. And she's decided now to bring up the nonprofit and to just get it more going. So Ava, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Memory Mat and your organization?
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Ava Thomas. I'm currently a junior at Yale. I'm double majoring in economics and molecular, cellular, and developmental biology on the biotechnology track. And I founded Memory Mat, which is a nonprofit organization, and its mission is to just reach and positively impact as many seniors as possible to help jog their memories and reminisce about their past.
That's great. Thank you for that.
So I guess we could just ask, like, what exactly is a memory mat?
Yeah, definitely. So that's a really great question. Memory Mat is a personalized laminated placemat with pictures and phrases that act as memory jogging cues for seniors with Alzheimer's and dementia, and just those who enjoy reminiscing about their past in general. And the placemat also acts as a conversation starter for nurses and caregivers. So the idea, and I guess the science behind Memory Mat, is that the mat includes pictures of family and friends, as well as topics such as favorite foods, hobbies, careers, interests, and vacations that likely stimulate episodic memory, which is the autobiographical recollection that connect times, people, places, and emotions. So I had the opportunity to speak with doctors at the Yale School of Medicine, the Yale Memory Clinic, as well as the Alzheimer's Disease Research Unit. And Dr. Armand Fesharaki explained that patients with Alzheimer's can benefit from viewing pictures of simple memories and just speaking with loved ones about recounting significant events of the past, which can potentially have a therapeutic value. And Dr. Ryan O'Dell explained that viewing pictures of loved ones could be a tool for caregivers in their toolbox to help reduce caregiver fatigue and burnout.
Wow.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
maybe like you could tell us a little bit about a story about someone you maybe helped with your memory mats.
Yes, absolutely. So I guess just some background is how I really got involved with personal experiences with the elderly is since second grade, my elementary school had frequent field trips to the West Geauga Senior Center, and we would play board games with the elders, make crafts, tell stories, and sing. And as I got older, I spent some time visiting my grandfather in a care facility. So my grandfather was a big inspiration for creating this memory mat. And I'd say that memory mat was really launched as an idea a few years ago because my grandfather loved having school pictures of my brother and me and our dog around his home. And he just really liked talking to his friends and his neighbors about us. So since this was something that was enjoyable to him, I was just inspired to create Memory Mat.
Wow, that's crazy. We love that you're doing this and that it's caused like a huge impact around your neighborhood and just with people that you know specifically. So we wanted to ask you a little bit about like your interests outside of like Memory Mat, just in your personal life and what you are studying in college right now.
Definitely. So I guess a big thing that I do outside of school is I'm a sprinter on Yale's track and field team. So I run the 60, 100, 200, and 5x1 relay. So that's something that's really important to me is being on the track team. And I'm studying, as I mentioned before, economics and molecular, cellular, and developmental biology on the biotechnology track. So I'm really interested in entrepreneurship, business, science, and healthcare. So one of my personal goals is to pursue a career in finance. So I'm looking to get more involved with other clubs and organizations on campus that really hone in entrepreneurship and being able to learn more about nonprofit organizations.
That's amazing. So, how does that like help you with memory mats? Just like what you're studying.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess the combination of economics and biology is definitely an interesting one, but I find it really enjoyable because understanding how markets work, understanding how our economy works, especially learning the ins and outs of businesses and entrepreneurship, and also really kind of the legal aspect as well. I definitely learned a lot this summer, just learning how to file to be a business, to file for nonprofit status, filing papers with the IRS. So it's been a huge learning experience understanding that legal aspect as well. But because biology is so near and dear to my heart, it's also been pretty phenomenal to understand, I guess, the scientific backing behind what Alzheimer's is, what dementia is, how these diseases and illnesses affect people. And the sad reality is that there is no cure. The best we can do is try to find tools and aids to try to help these people. So it's just been really, really cool to see the interdisciplinary approach between understanding business and economics, and then to realize how science really does play a huge part, especially now in the pandemic, seeing how important it is to understand science today.
Yeah. No,
That's
I
awesome.
I totally understand. Like, our grandma, she actually had dementia and Alzheimer's, so I understand the feeling you get when you realize that a loved one can't exactly function the same way they could before, and then they keep forgetting you. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. So next we wanted to ask you if you have any special personal experiences with the elderly or anything that like stands out to you personally.
Definitely. So one of the experiences I had, as I mentioned, in second grade, so I went to St. Anselm Elementary School, and it's a small Catholic school in Chesterland, Ohio, and one of our big focuses is on service. So going to the West Yaga Senior Center was like a staple of every field trip that we had every year, just being with the seniors, and a lot of the same seniors would show up every time for Halloween with, giving candy, singing different songs on various holidays. So they really got to see us as second graders grow up, but also the wisdom that these elders have all in one room when we're so young. They tell us stories about their past and like, oh, when I was in school, I did this. And I'd say one of the seniors, who she was turning, I believe, like 100 years old or 99 years old. And we were just like astonished. And we said, like, what's your secret to life? Tell us. And she
Yeah.
said, honestly, the secret is just surrounding yourself with people you love and eating your vegetables. So I surround myself with people I love and I eat my vegetables. So hopefully I can live to have as fulfilling a life as she does. So that's kind of one of the most touching stories that I've had along the way.
That's amazing. Yeah, like our grandma, she's staying with us now, and every day, I never really hung out with her too much before because like I didn't get to see her so much, especially around school and stuff like that. But now that she's staying with us, I realize like so much that I could learn from her that I would not know otherwise. And it's sad to see sometimes when elderly, they just like you don't get to learn from them, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, how did you come up with this organization and what steps did you take to start it?
Yeah, so I was definitely inspired by my grandfather to create Memory Mat. I was really inspired. He really loves pictures of us. They're all over the place, and he has like a picture frame, and it has a big school picture of my brother and me when we were in fifth grade or something. And he would stick even more pictures around the frame as we got older. So he kept adding pictures and pictures. And I was like, oh, there's got to be, a better way to display this. And he just really liked talking about, us, as I know a lot of grandparents love to talk about their grandkids. So I was really inspired by the concept of these pictures as bringing back great memories and being used as prompts to talk about things that mean a lot to the elders. So that was my inspiration for Memory Mat. It was actually launched as an idea in my high school at Gilmore Academy, and I had tremendous support from my advisors and my teachers in management and entrepreneurship and finance, economics, and ethics. And with their help, I was able to receive a grant from Citizens Bank for $2,000, and that was kind of the initial seed money to really get this up and running. I was able to visit some of the senior facilities to kind of create Memory Mats as a craft. 3 years ago, Memory Mat used to be an in-person craft where volunteers would go to senior facilities and the Department on Aging and create these memory mats with the seniors. But due to COVID-19, it definitely gave me the chance this summer to reignite and reinvent Memory Mat as this virtual entity where the placemats can be created virtually online on our website, memorymat.org.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome. Okay, so what is your plan and hopes for the future in terms of your organization? In terms of your organization.
Yeah, so my biggest hope for the future would be for MemoryMat to be a common use product and service to be utilized by the Alzheimer's Association, Cleveland Clinic, and University Hospital. Before we get to that point, however, one of our, I guess, shorter term goals would be to just positively impact as many seniors as possible. And in fact, MemoryMat has partnered with Make a Difference Club, which is a nonprofit organization founded by one of my friends, Madison Wagner. So it's our collective goal to create and distribute, with the help of her volunteers, of course, 100 memory mats across various senior facilities and individuals in honor of World Alzheimer's Day on September 21st. So that's our
Oh, that's
biggest
coming up.
near-term goal so far, and we're currently collecting donations to fund the production of these memory mats.
That's great. That's awesome. Okay.
So how can a customer of MemoryMat like go through the process of making one and
Yeah.
like hack through the system?
Yeah, great. So it's really simple. You just visit www.memorymat.org. You click the Create Yours tab at the top and just fill out the information. It takes about 5 minutes. So first, when you visit the site, you will answer short prompts. Like your answers will be really short to different prompts. You select 4 of them. You can pick from favorite hobbies, favorite books, things you like to talk about, favorite vacations. And then you upload up to 5 images of friends and family. You can even include pets if you want. And then you also input a picture of the user, and then you hit send. So I will receive that information, and my MemoryMat team will personally create, print, and laminate the mats through FedEx. And just a note that personal information is not shared, and there are no hidden costs, fees, or expenses associated with ordering a mat. They're free for all who order and fully funded by donations.
Wow.
That's amazing. Oh, and since like of course Alzheimer's Day is coming up really soon, so I was just like wondering like how exactly does like someone get to even have Alzheimer's disease?
So Alzheimer's disease is a disease, it's an illness that occurs over a span of time. So Alzheimer's is on a spectrum. There are very different stages of it, ranging from early to very late, and this is where dementia plays a role. So dementia kind of includes loss of like functional abilities. There's also confusion on where are you in time and space, what day is it? So Alzheimer's is very much on a spectrum. And essentially how it's caused is over time, the brain builds up these proteins such as tau, and they essentially block different processes in the brain. So it's an aging process. It affects about 5.5 million Americans. So it's a very unfortunate disease.
Yeah, that's a lot of people that it affects. That's crazy. So, since Alzheimer's Day is coming up, is there anything like special that MemoryMat is gonna do to celebrate or to like bring more awareness?
Definitely. So MemoryMat has currently been in the process of speaking with and reaching out to a whole bunch of different organizations locally. So I've reached out to about 12 different senior facilities, ranging from departments on aging to assisted living to independent living, and really just reaching out to offer these memory mats to different kinds of program directors, activity directors, people in the memory unit. So just being able to reach out and say that this product is available and offering this as like a free activity for the seniors to create and engage with the caregivers. So my hope is that by September 21st, we have enough organizations and clinics who are interested in having these shipped out just in time to honor Alzheimer's Day.
Amazing.
Wow. That's great. So we wanted to talk more about like these like socials that we do, and and what our goal is like for the future and for just to get more like recognition. So we decided to host these socials every other week on Love for Our Elders. So since we're doing one this week with you, we're gonna do another one the week after next week, and we will be like posting reminders on Love for Our Elders Instagram, and just like hyping it up.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I guess also like bouncing back to you, we're just like wondering like maybe what your ideas are about how you could contribute to Love for the Elderly. I mean Love for Our Elders.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that I personally know Jacob. We go to school together. We also are from Cleveland, so Cleveland represent. And Jacob's just an amazing person, and I've honestly been really inspired by the work that he's done with his global nonprofit. We were speaking even before we went to school together. So just learning about what his mission is and how he sends these notes of kindness to our seniors through the mail and electronically. So I feel that we both have very similar missions in wanting to send these letters, these mats, these acts of kindness to our seniors. So I definitely foresee a very great relationship between Love for Our Elders and Memory Mat, and becoming more involved in sending out placemats and letters. So I think our missions very much overlap, and our audience definitely, we're reaching out to the same people. So I see this as like a really great opportunity to work together.
For sure. Yeah, we're really excited to work with you also, and yeah, we hope to probably see you again.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now we wanted to go into how to support Love for Our Elders, and how to make cards and the guidelines. So you can make any types of letters and cards and mail them to Love for Our Elders. If you go to loveforourelders.org, you can check and see the guidelines on how to write a specific letter. You can see like the do's and the don'ts of what to put in the letter. We just like you to just be like creative and make it as unique as possible. Obviously, don't mention anything like controversial or anything, and just make it super fun, and let our elders know that they're loved and cared for. So also, Love for Our Elders has started to make virtual letters. So you can take a video of yourself saying or speaking about anything that you would normally write in a letter, and you can send these to Love for Our Elders, and then they distribute these virtual letters just as they would normally do regular letters.
Yep. And now that since we're nearing the end of our live, I guess we could end with a question since it's also nearing the holiday season. So I guess we could ask, what's your favorite holiday?
Oh, my favorite holiday? Oh, that's tricky. I have to say Halloween. I definitely have to say Halloween. I love dressing up as cats, so I'd have to go with that one for sure. I also really like candy, so we'll go with that.
Me too. Yeah, I would choose Halloween also. You can just like do whatever you want, and candy,
Yeah,
of course.
I would say my favorite holiday is Christmas because, you know, there's no school or work, and there's like you get like presents, and it's just like a really good time, and there's lots of sales in different stores, and yeah, it's just really fun. And it's a good time to just like hang out with your family and cousins. Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
All right, thank you for joining us, Ava. It was really nice chatting with you. And
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.